Hey everyone, HDRI lighting in Vray. This must be the easiest way of light something, I think. As long as you have a decent quality HDRI, you can't really go wrong. So I have made a quick little scene here. Just some spheres and the backdrop, and yeah. Also set up a physical camera. Let's go over some options we have for adding an HDRI. So we have in the environment. This I suppose is the worst way of doing it. You don't really have much control of subdivs and such, so you only have the control that you have in the V-Ray map. So not really a good alternative. We also have in the V-Ray settings, in the environment, this would be the same thing really. The only thing is that we wouldn't see the HDRI in the background. I'm not going to use this. I am going to use the best way. Not the physical camera. The V-Ray light, a dome light, okay? So you just click that out anywhere, doesn't matter. At default it's 30, and depending on the quality of your HDRI, you have to tweak this. If you have a high quality HDRI, having this at 1 will be bright enough. I will have it at 1, and I also use the exposure settings in the camera, because otherwise it would be totally white. What else do we have here? We can have invisible and all these diffuse specular reflection, same as all the other lights. Subdivs, it is at 8 at the beginning. I like to have this at 16. It's depending on your V-Ray settings, but if you are at more or less default, this will actually be faster and give you a better quality. We can, what else? Full zoom. So right now it's just capped, not there. Well, yeah. Let's see. Should be that one. Yeah, it should be that. I'm not going to use that. But if you have like a floating object, maybe you want to have some light under it as well. Because right now it's going to be capped at the grid. But that's okay for this. And so let's add a texture. We want to have a V-Ray HDRI. Of course you could use the bitmap if you wanted to, but this is V-Ray, so why not use it? Just instance this in an empty slot. We want to have spherical in the mapping. Just going to select my HDRI. And here's the thing. An HDRI usually produce pretty soft shadows. Of course this depends on the HDRI, but you may get soft shadows, and if you want to simulate like a sunlight, instead of adding a sun as well and position this where the sun is in your HDRI, you can actually lower the inverse gamma. This will give you your HDRI more contrast and give you a harder shadow. So that's pretty cool. Let's have this at 1 for now, and let's just do a test render and see where we are. So nothing fancy really. I'm lighting this with it's a photo, so it's not a studio HDRI with soft boxes or anything. Yep. So as you can see, the shadows, they are actually somewhat hard still, but let's lower the gamma. Now when doing this, we do need to adjust our exposure settings. So what do we have? We have, to control the brightness of the image, we have the f-stop, and this also controls the depth of field. And if you have this higher, that means the image is going to be darker, okay? But we also have the shutter speed, which controls the motion blur, and if you have this smaller, it's going to be brighter. And then last is the ISO, which higher settings or higher value here means brighter. I'm just gonna take our shutter speed, takes this to a 300. I've already tested this before, so it should be okay. Could actually, as you can see, it's a bit harder shadows here. It's just for fun. Turn this to 7. See how, if it's too bright. Yeah, it's too bright. So we need to like crank up this to 400 maybe. It's probably too bright, but we could just change the, no, it's too bright. But yeah, you don't want to go too low on the inverse gamma. You don't want to overdo it. And then also, depending on the quality of the of the HDRI you have, you might not, I mean, it could produce some bad lighting if you have a low quality HDRI, so keep that in mind. So that's pretty much it for the HDRI lighting. There's not really much to say about it. It's very simple. You can't go wrong with it. It's very hard to go wrong. Always nice. Of course, we can, if you want to, you could change the horizontal rotation. For this, I would not go with the vertical because it's capped. It's just a half dome. So, but we could, you know, change this and get the sun in another direction. And of course, it's too bright. But still, yes, that's pretty much it. Let's do just a last render and then call it a day. So hopefully you find this useful if you are just beginning and don't mind. No, it's actually not too bright, but it's not really even. So don't take that image too serious. Okay. Yeah, that's about it. So see you next time. Bye.